What's up, guys? Today, this boy is hungry, along with his 40 other brothers and sisters. So, we're gonna go get him some rats. Stick around, you'll get to learn a lot of interesting facts about this guy right here. He was the start to Unlikely Morphs, and I've got a lot to thank him for. I'm hungry too, though, so first... What's up, guys? Today we're going to be going to Chandler, Indiana to a store called Metazotics. They sell all sorts of reptile equipment, different species of reptiles, arachnids, anything you can need. But what we're going for is we're going to get some rats from them. Unfortunately, my rat population is a little low. I got to feed my snakes today, so we're going to see if they have what we need. Also, check out this new magnetic snap swivel I got from my GoPro. Pretty sick. So now we can kind of just go on and off. Still getting the hang of it. We're getting there though. All right, let's give Metazotics a call.
Metazotics and Chandler, Skylar speaking. How can I help you?
Hey there, this is Evan. I was wondering if you guys had 40 small rats available.
We just switched everybody over, so we should.
Okay. Do you have some mediums as well? Maybe like 5 to 10?
Let me go check.
Thank you.
Sorry, I just don't want to tell you wrong.
Yeah, no problem. I'm an hour away, so I always call beforehand.
How many mediums do you need?
We'll just say like 6 mediums and 35 smalls should be safe.
I definitely have enough smalls, and I definitely have enough mediums.
Okay, perfect. Well, I'll head that way then. Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, so they got what we need. Let's go pick them up. Also, shout out Lace Balls. She's a good friend of mine. It's the funniest content you'll ever see. Go check her out on Instagram after this video. Seems we've already run into our first traffic jam, which is not usual for where I live at all. And I have no idea what that thing is. But apparently they need 4 or 5 cops to transport it. All right, we're back in business. Speaking of business, I've been trying to designate this channel to fishing and snakes, but I think we're gonna go more vlog style with it. I've just got a lot of different little hobbies, so switching through them in each video, you know, it'll be easier to give content to you guys if I can just show you what I do every day. I do painting as my main business. EJ Paints on Facebook if you want to check out some of the projects I get into. And then my secondary business is breeding ball pythons. And then on the hobby side, I kind of do, you know, fishing, thrifting, gaming, different things like that. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go vlog style with it and show you guys just a bit of my everyday life and all the randomness we get into. So if you like that kind of thing, stick around for that.
Turn left.
All right, we're rolling up here on Metazotics. Cool little spot here. I can't wait to show you guys the inside of this place.
Your right, Metazotics.
going? Pretty good. I'm just here to pick up some rats. Subject of reptiles, I figured I'd tell you guys how I got into the actual ball python breeding business. It's a lot more interesting than a lot of people might think. So when you're breeding these ball pythons together, you are actually going for different genetic mutations. It's going to change the pattern, the color of the snake, sometimes the characteristics, but it's all the same species with just a million different looks. The possibilities are endless when you're putting these different genes together, stacking them on top. It's like a Rubik's Cube of genetic pools that you can make. I've always been a reptile keeper. I've always had snakes growing up as a kid. You know, back in the day I'd go out and find wild snakes and take them home. I know not to do that now, but as a kid it was just always so fascinating. And I had tons of different species of snakes growing up, but in my adult life I decided I wanted to get back into reptiles, so I was looking online on Craigslist for different people that had ball pythons and whatnot for sale, and it led me to morphmarket.com. Essentially what that is, it's the eBay of reptiles. You create your own little storefront and you basically post whatever animals you have for sale. When I got there, I was just blown away. There was tens of thousands of ball pythons listed that could get shipped right to your front door. I didn't really trust the whole shipping thing. It was my first time ever hearing of it, but I was lucky enough to find a breeder on Morph Market that was located about a half hour away from me. They had what you call a piebald snake, ball python, and it's like the yellow and white mixture. And I've always thought they were cool. Back in the day, to own one, you had to have about $10,000 laying around because they were just so rare. Nowadays, they're produced more heavily. They go anywhere from about $300 to $500. So anyways, I found one, and I went over to this person's house and picked it up from them. and it was just the coolest thing ever. You know, I took it home with me, and that male that I got, he ended up actually having a second recessive gene in there that wasn't advertised, so it made him actually pretty rare of a snake. I got him for a really good deal. He had the hypomelanistic gene and the piebald gene, which are both recessives. Pretty difficult to actually produce a double recessive animal. So anyways, I was thinking, you know, I'm sitting on a snake that's got a pretty good genetic pool. It's a male. You know, I could go out and buy a female that carried these two genes, and I could make more of them. And I kind of ran with that idea, and I went out and I actually bought 2 or 3 ready to breed females right away, and you know, started pairing my male with them, and within 9 or 10 months I was producing my own snakes. It was the coolest thing in the world, and I actually was able to make a few just like the boy that I picked up. So I got my foot in the door like that. I created a page, started showing off some of the animals that I was making, and I had a lot of success in my first year of breeding. I think I hatched out 17 snakes between the 3 females that I had in the very first year, and I kept some of them for future projects and whatnot, and I sold the rest of them. By the end of my first year, I had sold every snake that I was looking to sell through Morph Market, or you know, through Instagram, whatever. We've had 3 years since, so we've had 3 years of babies. Projects have been progressing really well. Every year I am able to make something new. I've created a few world's first snakes at this point, and what that means is it's a genetic combination that no other breeder has produced before, and you can kind of set your own market value on it. That's kind of how I got into breeding ball pythons. It was a subsection of the reptile industry that I had never dove into before, and learning about the genetics and how to manipulate them and pair different ones together is just so fascinating. That's just a little background story of how I got into it, and I'm sure you'll be seeing more about it. You'll be getting some of the behind the scenes of different things that are going well, some things that may not be going so well. Breeding ball pythons it's got its good and bad moments, but one thing I can say is every year around this time feels like Christmas to me. You know, I've got these clutches of eggs that I've spent 6 months pairing these snakes to make, and then, you know, you get to see the ovulation, you get to see the snake lay the eggs, and then you put them in the incubator for another 2 months or so. So it's a year-long work in progress to get to see these babies that are hatching out. It's amazing whenever everything comes full circle and you've got these beautiful babies that you're now feeding and growing up, you know, to further your breeding projects. So yeah, I'm really excited about what the future has with that, and we'll see where it takes us. We're back home, guys. It's time to go feed my snakes, so that's going to do it for today's video. If you like the vlog style content like this, make sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'll really help out. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one.